It's the third Wednesday after Pentecost, and our reading today, 2 Corinthians chapter 11, the second half of verse 21 to the end of the chapter, verse 33. And these are the writings and the ravings of a lunatic, of a madman. I'm not saying that. In fact, Paul is saying that. He's saying that the things he's writing to them are just downright crazy. Why? Because the Corinthians, steeped in their Roman culture, expected men to boast of the great things that they have done, to set out all their accomplishments and demonstrate how great they are by all of the offices that they've held and all of the great accomplishments that they have done on behalf of their community, on behalf of the empire. But Paul, in fact, does the opposite thing. He sets out all of his defeats. He boasts in the beatings that he's had, in the shameful way that he's been treated, in his shipwrecks, and all of the things that would shock the Corinthians. And they would say, why is he boasting in these things? And even today in Christian ministry, how often I read newsletters and I read other things and hear preachers talk about all the great things that they've accomplished, how many have gotten saved in their ministry, all the great crusades they've had, all of these wonderful things they've accomplished. And that was foreign to Paul. Paul doesn't boast in those things. No, Paul boasts in his defeats so that his readers know that there's nothing of Paul in this. No, it's what Christ has done. He sets himself as far down as he can so Christ might be glorified. Like Jesus talked about, that those who would rule over should in fact be servants, that the first will be last and the last will be first. That Christianity turns everything upside down. It is, as we say, counterintuitive. It goes against the way you think things should be. And I want to encourage you with that today, that you shouldn't boast in those things that you've accomplished. You shouldn't boast in those things that you've done. For in fact, you should boast in Christ as Paul does, because it's through the power and the work of Christ in our lives that we accomplish anything. And if we accomplish anything, it's what we accomplish for the kingdom. I encourage you with that word today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.